What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. Emulating degenerate parents. So, a lot of times, as an adult, you sit back and you listen and you observe. And some of these issues that you see in society, if you listen and observe the adults, there are a lot of adults who have what they consider as a degenerate parent. But what I can't understand is, how could you talk about your parent being such a bad parent and at the same time imitate their behavior and have so much fun doing it? And see, it's not and act as though it's not a big deal. It's all good. I.e., so you said your dad was a deadbeat, and now you don't want to have a bond with your own child. But you love your mom so much because she was always there for you. But you're not trying to be there for your child the way your mom was there for you. So which parent do you respect the most? The one you become. Or you have the situation where, and this is why this video came up in the first place. I was observing a person talk about their parents and how one of their parents was a 9-to-5, just working class person, right? And their other parents was in the streets. So now they gravitated to the streets because he was in the streets. And now, and I just can't be around this lames, and I just can't work a 9-to-5. I just can't be in that lifestyle. Interesting. And now they become a victim to the streets. And now all of a sudden, they want to be around the lame working class 9-to-5 people that they can't be like their parent that literally just that wound up working to provide for them. Because basically they failed at life, or they're failing at life rather. So I'm like, so obviously your parent in the streets was who you wanted to be, and now you're that. And now all of a sudden, you doing the exact same thing your parent who was in the streets did. You know, let the responsible person work for two people, while the irresponsible person gets to run the streets. So it comes to a point where you're not there yet. You know, oh, my parent was an alcoholic. So your parent was an alcoholic, and you didn't like them for that. But if I look at you and your social media, you drink a whole lot. My parent was a drug addict. And you don't like them for that because they chose drugs over you. But you're a drug addict. But now you're trying to justify your addiction. Because at the end of the day, what I'm getting at is you're emulating this degenerate parent. And the interesting thing about it is you're also emulating their irrational thought patterns, their irresponsible logic and actions, by doing the very thing that you despise, by saying it ain't that bad. Oh, I'm doing it, but it ain't that bad. I'm not as bad as them, no. How you know? You were a kid when they were doing those things. You became an adult and you didn't like those things in them so much that you became those things as a conscious decision. It's like looking in the mirror. Just younger version, older version. But ultimately, why this is most important is, it's funny how you just skip over the fact when you do this, you disrespect the responsible parent. They're the ones that's never good enough. They're the ones that have to put up with all of the shenanigans. They're the ones that have to pick up all the pieces from all of the shenanigans. Because they're going to always be there. Funny how you telling me you love and respect your responsible parent so much that you're going to constantly put them in a bad situation when they're even in their golden years. Because the parent that you love so, that you despise so much, that's degenerate, you sure do love being them. Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy, man. That's all I'm talking about. Peace.